Good morning, children. Welcome to biology session, each one of you. I hope you all are doing well. So, today our topic is filtration, children. So, let's see what is the definition of filtration, like what exactly it means. Filtration is the process by which insoluble solids can be removed from a liquid by using a filter paper or a membrane. So he is going to show you one experiment here. Scientist is going to show you one experiment where he is going to use the filter paper here that resembles cell membrane. That is nothing but cell membrane. Let us go with the experiment. Coming to the aim of the experiment, children. So aim of the experiment is to remove insoluble solids from liquids through the filter paper. So here filter paper, we are taking filter paper as a plasma membrane. Just we are doing an experiment to compare how plasma membrane or cell membrane works. So what are the materials required? Materials required here are two beakers, funnel, filter paper, retort stand, dye, 500 ml plastic bottle and cotton cloth. So coming to the procedure of the experiment. So this is the procedure, children. In this way you have to arrange the apparatus. So arrange the filtering apparatus as shown in the figure, in this figure. So prepare wheat or rice powder solution in a beaker. How do you prepare the solution? By adding 1 teaspoon of powder in 100 ml of water. In this way you will prepare. So add a drop of tincture iodine to that solution, children. So whichever solution you are preparing, add 1 drop of tincture iodine. So now pour the solution into the funnel. So you have seen that in the figure. See, in this way funnel is there, beaker is there and solution is prepared. Wheat solution is prepared with little bit of tincture iodine and we are pouring it in the filter. So now pour the solution into the funnel. In this way we have poured. So why we are adding tincture iodine? Iodine is nothing but it is a reagent used to test the presence of starch. So if it is turning into blue black, that means starch is present here. So and why we are using iodine here is to make it a difference into a blue color. So this, by this blue color we can say yes, only liquid filtrate is being collected in the beaker. In that way also it might be understood. So coming to the observation, what happens, children, in the observation? So see here, clear water passes through the filter paper and gets collected in the beaker. So in this way, clear water gets collected in the beaker. The wheat flour particles cannot pass through the filter paper and remain on the filter paper. So on the filter paper, are you able to see that wheat flour, or you can also take a mud water or a rice flour water, anything. So this is because the pores of the filter paper are smaller than the particles of wheat flour. So the filter paper is very, it's having like pores. They are very smaller. It's helping in filtration. Coming to the result of the experiment, cell also act in the same way while allowing the substances to pass through the plasma membrane. It also filters a lot. It is having lot much of capacity. So in that way we all are safe, right? Instead of allowing all the unnecessary particles into our body, it is filtering outside the body. So this is a very good thing. And here I would like to show you the picture of plasma membrane, children. It is bilayer. See, this is the picture of plasma membrane. It is bilayer membrane, double layer. So coming to the result again, hence insoluble solids are removed from the liquid. In the filtration process, liquid that filters through is the filtrate. Undissolved solid particles are nothing but residues. Leftover solid particles on the filter paper are nothing but the residues. This is the result of this experiment. So here he wanted to just prove how plasma membrane functions as a good filtrate. So, and of course, you know about the types of cell membranes: permeable, impermeable, semi permeable, these all things. So in this way plasma membrane helps us. So let's go with some activity to understand the nature of plasma membrane. This is activity related to understand the nature of plasma membrane, children. So let's go with some important points. So plasma membrane allows water to pass through it. It allows certain materials dissolved in water to pass through. It will not allow certain materials to pass through it at all. Allowing only certain materials to pass through is called permeability. Most of the plasma membranes are selectively permeable in nature, children. So here in your textbook, he also discussed about the protoplasm. Protoplasm is nothing but a cell consists of two parts, including cytoplasm and nucleus is known as protoplasm. Only cytoplasm is a cytoplasm. Cytoplasm with nucleus is protoplasm. And finally, the outermost extremely delicate, elastic and membranous covering. See here. So outermost extremely delicate, elastic and membranous covering of the cell that separates its contents from external environment is called as plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is a living flexible membrane, children. It is a living flexible membrane because it is selectively permeable membrane, because it allows entry of certain substances, exit of some substances, while preventing the passage of remaining substances. So in this way plasma membrane helps all the cells to function properly. So I hope you all understood the experiment. Coming to the task, class task, we have all short questions here. If you understand the questions correctly, experiment correctly, understand the question and answer it better. So what remains on the filter paper or a cloth? Finally, after experiment, what did the filter paper or cloth allow to pass through? Third one, which substance is not allowed by the filter paper to pass through? Fourth question, why are certain substances not allowed to pass through the filter paper? Guess, give the reason. Okay, I hope you all understood the experiment. Do the class task, children. Thank you.